Welcome to my Hyperlocal Bible today. I think it's April the 27th, I think. Anyway, this piece is called Searching for Jeremy. So part of the election coverage 2017, as I said, always get involved. And here's a piece where Jeremy Corbyn is speaking in Harlem today. And so one of these, do you get an individual interview? Well, often you do, and it's really great. And sometimes people bat for you. So I might say general elections. So we had an individual interview with Corbyn Brown. In 2010, did a lot for him. Individual interviews with, and I'm driving by the way, individual interviews with Ed Miliband. So I'm just using the Labour leaders in relation to a general election. And here we are looking for Jeremy Corbyn. Now I'm told there aren't any individual filmed interviews, etc., or pen to paper, and so we just have to go in with a media scrum. And do I get my nose get out of joint? Yeah, I do, because you've got to fight your own corner, etc., etc. You don't go ho-hum. But then your local knowledge, try and, if you've got local knowledge, then you're trying to find out, well, where is he beforehand? So this is my bit where I'm trying to find where is he beforehand, before he goes to where the main media scrum is. And I got a little tip off, saying that he's doing such a beforehand. So I'm just going to where I think he might be beforehand. Now I might find loads of people are there, and it's not such a great tip-off after all, but that's the nature of journalism, etc. What am I going to do when I'm down there? Well, I might just film him being there, or I might try and do a sort of quasi doorstep saying, what's your message to the local people as a local person? So you're always trying to get that local piece. Here we are in Pheasants-Croft, where Mr. Corbyn, I believe, is inside one of the properties. We made 2 films here over the last few years. When these places to our right were just fields, etc. And there's examples of new social housing, so very important. So our 2 films. So it would have been a nice opportunity to be able to do a 3rd film, and say what this, and can this be transplanted in other parts of the country, but we will see how we go. But so this is the second bit, or 3rd bit, I can't remember how many bits, but so we waited outside. Jeremy Corbyn came into the house in Pheasants-Croft and spoke to the resident, who was there for a long time, and that's the type of thing you get a feeling of whether he's an MP or a candidate or whatever, a leader. They're speaking to people and interested in what people's circumstances are. So we hope to get an interview, and then we're hoping now to get one there, but they've promised us locally an interview down here, as you're now going to see in a second, that this is where the media huddle is. So we'll take it from here. So as I said, now we've just come down to Harlow Town Park, and here's where Jeremy Corbyn is speaking, crowd in the town park. So we filmed a little bit, and here's what we're doing now, and we'll take it from there. This is where we're going to try and jump in. But a group of people. This morning to mobilise for our campaign to win in Harlow. Is that okay? Yay! And yesterday at Prime Minister's Question Time, I was thinking, how does one encapsulate in a couple of words what this Tory government is about? And I said this: they're a government that is very strong against the weakest, and very weak against the strongest, the wealthiest and the richest. That is the difference between them and us. And so we take a message out to the whole country that it doesn't have to be like that. Come with us on this journey to create a fairer, more decent society for everyone, not just the few. We are for the many, they are for the few. You know the difference, we know the difference, and we'll take that message to every town and every city and every village over the whole of this election campaign. And we know we can do it, and we are going to do it. Do I have your support? Thank you very, very much indeed. You may be figuring out now, it's more or less about the scrum as opposed to the story. As you can see, people scrabbling away, trying to get their interviews. It's one of these that spoke to somebody East of England Labour back at Pheasants-Croft saying, well, to get an interview down here, we'll see how it goes. But you just got to be patient, you've got to get in.
But those people that you say are supporting you, aren't they your core supporters? You must be aware that to win in places like the Eastern region, you have to win over people who aren't your core supporters.
We have a message for the entire country. The entire country on housing. We're going to build 1 million homes over a period of over 5 years as a parliament, half of which will be council housing and hotel.
So I'll let you know, as a local paper, local newspaper, not being able to interview, Jeremy Corbyn's woman there in their nice coat, the Ted Baker bag. But we haven't got our interview. You know, I could push my way forward if I want to. There is Laura Koonsberg. But I guess sometimes that's a message, you know, that we've had interviews with Labour leaders going over a decade, but we're not getting this one. So as a local business, local Harlow business, you know, as a local newspaper, there we have, you know, that Jeremy Corbyn won't do his interview with us. And how that's reflected in our editorial, we'll wait and see. You know, do you take it personally, or you just say that's the way it is? But it does seem, you know, is he just like any other politician? No, he's not, because other than other politicians, we've got our interviews.
Great. You said one question? That's your question.
Jeremy, I just have one question. The people who voted Bill Rabbit, the people who voted Susie Stride, now voting Robert Halford, what's your message to them, Father?
That we offer something different. We offer to build housing for the whole country. We will end 0 hours contracts. We will properly fund our national health service and social care system. But above all, we'll invest in a growing economy so that people have security and hope for the future. That's the Labour message.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We got our interview. We got our interview actually helping of local Labour people who knew us locally, Hyperlocal, so that was really, really good. I need to piece this together. But you know, sometimes, as a Labour person said, sometimes we have to stomp on a bit like a child and you know, buy our toys. But got the interview in the end, which was really, really good. So we'll go and put the piece together and take it there. Back in the car now, heading home. Now going to edit the whole piece together. So you probably got a flavour of things. Flavour, as I said, or maybe the rattle having to go out the pram at times, you know, and there was bits of, you know, you didn't see them film, but, you know, you just the, as I said, I went to, as I was Pheasants Croft, and when Jeremy was at the house, and then the media man there, East of England guy, said, you'll get a minute down in the town park. So you go to the town park, everybody's there, blah, blah, as you probably all saw on the film, and then you're getting to, oh, well, you know, so then, and actually it was, a Labour councillor with a Labour activist, but Harlow person, who was able to sort of say the local press are being ignored here, and it managed to get, you know, all you want is one question, you know, you're not Newsnight, etc., or Laura Koonsberg or whoever's there, just the one question, and that's all we wanted. I got the question, I put the piece together, and there we had, and actually a Labour councillor did come up to me and saw me when I was having a bit of a paddy, when, you know, and then saw me afterwards, and he said, "Oh, just like a child, aren't you? You got your rattle back." And yeah. So there we are. That's our little story of on the campaign trail with Jeremy Corbyn. Thank you.